What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're working on the brown Kswap EG today. We just started working on it, getting it ready for the Kswap. Me and Anthony are going to remove the passenger side mount. It has to be removed to install your Hasport Kswap mount, and we're going to show you guys how to do that. So this is the mount here that I'm talking about, guys. This one has to be removed on the EG chassis to install your Kswap. So we're going to be drilling out these small tack welds you see here. Sometimes they're a little harder to see. On this one, it looks like it's going to be easy. What you're going to want for tools, you're going to want to drill with a full battery, good set of sharp drill bits, your safety glasses, and a grinder. You're going to need to have the grinder because you cannot drill out the spot weld that is back in the very far corner because this is above it. So we are just going to use the grinder and get that out. Try to do the least amount of damage to the paint we can, because we're going to have to try to match this paint back up when we remove that mount. So we got our holes drilled. As you see, we got all our spot welds drilled here. You want to try not to drill all the way through, because then you'll be left with a hole that you can't smooth out. And then this part here, we've grinded it down because you can't get the drill bit in. And then you're going to want to take a hammer and a chisel and pry this off the frame. Our bracket off the frame. There's how it came off, complete. This is what the frame rail looks like after. So we're going to grind what's left of the welds down, smooth those out, and go from there. So I did throw some etch primer on this just to keep it from rusting or anything. It is bare metal. You always want to use green etch primer on bare metal, and we are going to have to try to get a little bit of paint mixed up to match the color of this car so that we can touch that spot up. That will be in a later date. So now we are going to open up our Hasport mounts. Right here we got the EG K2 mounts for Hasport. These came from K-Tuned. We are looking for our passenger side mount bracket that we have to drill the holes for. That is not it. That is the driver's side mount. This one is actually the rear mount. So we'll get rid of that stock mount. It's just garbage. This is also for the driver's side mount. A lot of paper packed in this. Look, the piece we want right at the bottom. This is the bracket we're looking for to install. And we should have some hardware as well. Good, so here's our hardware. We are looking for the 2 long bolts that go through the frame, plus 2 nuts and 4 washers. So, what you're going to want to do with this mount is, it goes on the frame rail right here, and we have our 2 factory mount bolts underneath for our torque mounts from a DRB series, and you're going to put those 2 bolts in and then line up your top to get it drilled. Okay, so we have our lower bolts tightened. Now we know where to drill our upper holes for our long bolts that go right down through the frame. This is going to go right through here and thread into the stock location. Alright, so we've marked our 2 holes here, small pilot holes through there, and we're going to pull this mount back off, use a step bit to get the bolt holes the size we need, and then we'll install the mount. Alright guys, so we got our holes drilled. These are the Hasport provided bolts in the side here. These go all the way through, thread into the bottom factory nut, and then you put the nut provided by Hasport on the bottom and tighten it down. Now we are going to leave ours loose for now because I do have to get some paint and touch this frame rail up, and I'm going to need this off to do that. So that's a quick video of the Hasport mount install on the passenger side on an EG Civic. The reason I did that was because I get a lot of questions on Kswaps on, like, you know, what is bolt in, what's not bolt in, what do I have to cut and drill, what's not plug and play. In my opinion, that's really the only non-bolt-on plug and play aspect of the Kswap. As long as you're using proper parts, proper conversion harness now, that's really the only other thing that you're going to have to cut and drill and modify on your chassis in general. So I hope that gives you guys an idea of how to do that, and we'll see you on the next video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Later, guys.